Under the new rules, consumers will have added protection from what critics call the tricks and traps of credit cards.
It used to be, let's say you slip up and you're a day late on a payment. The credit card companies would triple your interest rate and apply it to your entire existing balance. That they can't do anymore.
Banks will not be able to raise your interest rate on new credit cards for 12 months. One exception, if you are 60 days past due. They will be required to apply payments to the balance with the highest interest rate first. Monthly bills must show how long it would take you to pay off a balance, with only minimum payments. Statements will arrive at least 21 days before your payment is due, up from 14 days to help avoid late fees.
Well, here's the bad news. There's no limit on how much interest they can charge you. So the sky is still the limit.
The credit card industry's lobbying arm, the American Bankers Association, opposes interest rate caps and insists the new rules empower customers.
The consumer's in control. If they get a notice that there's a new fee or an increase, they can just say no.
Yet critics argue the industry is already looking for ways to make more money and point to this recent Citibank letter. This existing customer's interest rate was raised to 30%, but if he makes his minimum payments on time, the rate would be reduced to 9%.
It's hard to see how that's a trick, giving you back money for good behavior.
Credit card companies can still lower your credit limit any time for any reason, and debit cards are untouched by the new reforms.
Debit card use is up as people try to be more careful with their finances, but the banks are catching them from the blind side. They're putting more fees now on the debit cards.
Fees that average $35 anytime you overdraw your bank account, costing consumers a total of $13 billion a year.
People need to be responsible, need to pay for the services they get, but they need to play under fair rules.
And that is exactly why consumer advocates are pushing for an independent consumer watchdog agency to regulate the credit and debit card industries, something that banks, of course, strongly oppose. Russ?
Elaine Quijano, thank you very much.